Good morning, boys and girls. So guess what? Today is Friday. So I'm going to get my calendar out here and I'm going to show you our number for the date. Today is Friday, May 29th, 2020. Now, tomorrow is Saturday, so that's a no school work day. And the next day is Sunday, so that's a no school work day. And I'm going to show you those numbers on the calendar. So Saturday's number is 30 squished together, and Sunday's number is 31. So today is 29. If we count up, 29, 30, 31. So Sunday is our last day of the month of May, and then we will be starting a new month, and that will be our last month of kindergarten, and that month will be the month of June. And I know that's a celebration month for some of you for your birthday. So remind you, today is Friday, May 29th, 2020. So I'll be seeing some of you today, a lot of you I hope, for our class family meetings. I checked on our iReady challenge. I'm super excited. I had 8 friends complete the challenge before this morning, before when I first woke up this morning. And there are some of you that are this close, so you might be doing some more iReady minutes today to finish that challenge. So I will check on that again. So that was iReady challenge number 6, and we're going to have 2 more iReady challenges. We'll have iReady challenge number 7, and the last one will be number 8 for our last week of kindergarten. So today I want to go over a couple of the practice pages for today that were in your packet. So on your paper, you will have day 4, May 29th. We're going to be working on ending sounds. We're going to be working on building another sentence, just like we did yesterday. We're going to review the life cycle of a frog and all of the stages the frog goes through during its life and its change or metamorphosis. We're going to match the numbers with the 10 frame. And then the spinning color game we are going to play during our class family meetings if you can come. And if you can't come to our meeting, then you can play that game at your house with your family or by yourself. So first I want to go over this one. So on Tuesday, we practiced beginning sounds of a word. So when you tap a word, there are usually 3 parts. Those are the ones we're practicing. Beginning, middle, and end. Beginning sound, like we'll practice with the word hen. Yesterday we practiced middle sound on our practice page. Eh, eh, eh. And today we're going to practice ending sounds. N. Ending sound is the finger you touch last. N is the last sound you hear with the word. So we'll do a couple of these together, and I've talked to you before, I like to write these down. I like to write them, and then I go down and I find the matching letter and I glue it in its spot. So now it looks like this is a pool. So let's tap that word. P-oo-l. P-oo-l. L. L, like lamp, is the last sound you hear. L. L. Now this we learned about the parts of a plant. It is a leaf. Let's tap that word. L-e-f. L-e-f. The last sound you hear in leaf is f, like fan. F. We'll do these 2 together. So that looks like it could be a bird, but if it's a bird, d, I would need a d, d, d. I don't have a d, d, d down here. So I'm going to really look at that picture, and I realize it has a different kind of a beak. It's round, it has webbed feet. So this is a duck. Let's tap that word. D-a-k. D-a-k. K. That's the last sound I hear. And I know that there are 2 letters that make that sound, the C or the K. I don't see any C's down here, so it must be one of those K's. So I'm going to write the K. K letter in that box. We'll do one more together. In this we learned about with oviparous animals. It is an egg. Let's tap it. Egg. 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 And when I remember that word, I remember it's spelled E-G-G. Egg. So it has two G's at the end. G. So that is the G sound. Remember, this is the ending sound. So I want you to finish practicing. I'll go through what some of these words are because some of these pictures might be a little tricky for you. Crab. Now this is somebody who's taking something that doesn't belong to them. Some people call them a robber. The word is a thief. Thief. That's the word that we're looking for here. We have a frog, owl, web, and snake. So those are the words for your ending sound practice today. The next page in your packet is building a sentence. And we did this yesterday. It was a sentence about an ant hatching from an egg. So today I have a picture clue up in the corner. So this picture clue tells me that this sentence is going to be about a ladybug. So I'm going to use my superpowers to read that sentence. An ladybug. I think it should be a ladybug. An kind of sounds funny. A ladybug. I'm going to cross out that an because it sounds kind of funny. I think it should be the word a ladybug. I'll fix that. A ladybug hatches from an egg. Let's read it again. A ladybug hatches from an egg. Oh, and I see down here that was just a mistake on the paper. A ladybug hatches from an egg. So I want you to trace all of those letters using skyline, plane line, grass line, and worm line. Then you're going to glue. All of the words that you need are down at the bottom. They're all mixed up. An ladybug egg hatches a from. That doesn't sound right. I want you to cut those words out and glue them to build a sentence. And then your last job is to draw a ladybug hatching from an egg. So that's how you practice reading and building a sentence. Job number 3 is going to be reviewing the life cycle of a frog. So you'll see there are numbers. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. Those numbers are on top of boxes. And there's arrows going around because a cycle keeps on going. You are going to use this page in your packet. It's the next page, and you'll notice there's 2 sets of pictures. You don't need both, you just need one. And your job will be to cut out all of the squares for each stage of a frog. And think about what comes first. What should be in the first box? We've learned that a frog starts as an egg. So I would put this egg picture in the first box. Then I have to look at my pictures and think about what happened next. I remember that a tadpole hatched from the egg. So you'll look and decide which one looks like a tadpole. I think this one looks like a tadpole. There's no legs yet, still has a tail. Tadpole. Then we learned the next thing in the third box. The third box was when that tadpole, first they grow their front legs. So notice where those front legs are and cut that picture out. Then in the fourth box, that tadpole grows its back legs. Its tail is getting shorter. Then in the fifth box, the tadpole turns into a froglet. So it has both of its legs. He doesn't have his tail anymore. It's starting to go into his body. And you'll notice that would be this picture. Then in the sixth box, it's a baby frog. In the seventh box is a adult frog. So I would like you to practice the life cycle of a frog, cutting out the pictures and gluing them where they go. And then one more practice page for you to do by yourself, and the last one we will be playing that Color the Fish game together. So the last one for your own work is matching the number to the quantity. And remember, quantity is a fancy word for how many. So I see a 10 frame here and a 10 frame here. You're going to add 10 and count up 11, 12, 13, 14. Again, I like to write those numbers. Helps me practice my number writing. I know this is 10, and I'll count up one more, 11. I'm going to practice writing my numbers. I'll do that with all of these 10 frames, and then after I'm done writing them, I'm going to cut and match the number to the quantity. Remember, quantity is a fancy word for how many. All right, so that will be your last page to do by yourself. If you're coming to our family meeting, we will be playing the Color the Fish game together. So we'll be using our spinner, and we'll play Color the Fish game. If you don't have a paperclip still to be able to make your own spinner, we can also use dice. So we'll be playing that together. If you're not coming to our meeting today, you can play that game by yourself. You're going to roll and color and see if you can color all of the fish on your board. So I hope you have a great Friday. I also hope that you have an awesome weekend this weekend. And I would love to hear that you got outside to get some exercise. I think the weather might be pretty good most of the days to get outside and get some exercise. And I will see you again on Monday. Bye, boys and girls.